Clean up and renovate houses for clients, purchase your own properties and flip them for a profit, or even build your own house from the ground up in House Flipper 2. Welcome everyone to another Sergeant Sentinel gaming review video. I'm SSG, aka Sergeant Sentinel, and today we're discussing House Flipper 2. But before I continue, I want to say thanks if you're watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button if you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I upload new content, whether it's live streams or new game review videos. Now, disclosure, I received a free review copy of House Flipper 2 from Frozen District and PlayWay SA through lurkit.co. Thank you so much for that, I really appreciate it. Developed by Frozen District and Empyrean, and published by Frozen District and PlayWay SA, House Flipper 2 is a home renovation simulator that released December 14th, 2023 for PC, and on April 10th, 2024 for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles. Now for this review, I played House Flipper 2 on my Xbox Series X. Now, where to begin? I'm a big fan of the House Flipper franchise. I have been since I was able to first buy the original House Flipper on both Xbox One and PlayStation 4 when it released in 2020 for home consoles. Prior to that, it was only available on PC. From the first moment I played House Flipper, I knew that it was something special, despite certain shortcomings the original title had, and probably spent half of my streaming hours over the years playing House Flipper and renovating dozens, if not hundreds, of houses. So I was obviously ecstatic when I learned that House Flipper 2 was in the works, and even more excited when I discovered it was, like its predecessor, being ported to home consoles. This time around the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series consoles. I love House Flipper, my teens love it, and we've purchased almost all of the DLCs of the original, except for the last one, the Farm DLC if I remember correctly. With each of the DLCs of the first game, there were gradual improvements showing that the developers were paying attention to things their game needed, features their customers wanted, and were implementing those little by little. Enter House Flipper 2, and boy are there a lot of changes and improvements. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the franchise, the House Flipper series is about flipping houses, but it's so much more than just that. Initially, you take jobs from clients, earn money, learn job skills, and level those skills up to become more efficient at your job. This is the same in both the predecessor and its sequel, House Flipper 2. However, there have been noticeable changes with how you complete these necessary tasks. Rather than picking trash up by hand, so to speak, you now utilize a trash bag and gather bits of garbage and other debris quickly, then close the trash bag and toss it in a garbage bin. You also have a spray bottle and a scrub brush or cleaning cloth in certain situations that can reach high and low and make short work of dirt and grime. The radar that was present in the original House Flipper is gone also, and now you have a flipper vision which highlights all trash, dirt, and grime that has to be cleaned up. Painting in the original was one long strip at a time. Now you can set painting borders so you don't accidentally saturate a wooden door frame or a white windowsill with hot pink paint. And you can even paint much quicker once you unlock different painting perks to expand the size of the paintbrush and increase how much paint it can hold. Additionally, when you've put up new windows or installed new cabinets that you want to change the color on, you can do that in a snap with the hand tool, which was only able to sell items or clean up trash in the first House Flipper. In the sequel, it has multiple functions, from selling unwanted items to changing their style and even duplicating them so you don't have to go back into the tablet store and spend time searching for that exact chair with the exact same color scheme as the one currently sitting in front of you. It's tremendously convenient and makes work so much more efficient. Another feature that improves your work pace and efficiency is a grid system that shows up whenever you're putting down furniture or installing new light fixtures. Making sure items were lined up just right was always a problem with the original, and in House Flipper 2 this is fixed by the implementation of the grid system that ensures you can line up a string of lamps hanging from the ceiling and get the spacing right so it doesn't look like you're cross-eyed and half-blind. In House Flipper 2, when you're on a job, the list of tasks is not present on screen. Rather, the floating yellow circles that was a feature present in the House Flipper 1 Luxury DLC is now the way to know a room has tasks for you to complete, and when you're standing in the room, going to the tablet will tell you what all tasks you have to accomplish. Buying and or selling objects, applying new surfaces to walls and floors, cleaning up messes, etc. You get the idea. You're also graded on a 3-star system based on how you did, rather than a percentage system like the original House Flipper used. With the original House Flipper, when you'd purchase a house, you would have a panel of potential buyers on one side of the screen watching every single thing you did during the house flipping process of a property, offering their 2 cents after you would complete certain tasks. Selling to each of these potential buyers who had individual likes and preferences was an important part of House Flipper 1, and achievements and trophies were tied to this, but to be honest, it could be a little annoying. House Flipper 2 changes that up. Potential buyers don't see the house until you've put it up for auction, and then at first it's only one that bids on it. Later on you can have several different bidders choosing to buy it, all with different prices, and you can choose which price you want to accept. Obviously picking the highest price makes the most sense, but it's nice to have this choice regardless. Also worth noting is that there are a lot more accessories you can place around the house to make it look more lived in, like stocking your fridge with food. Definitely a nice touch. The last thing I do want to mention before moving on is that in the original House Flipper, in order to install a bathroom mainstay like a toilet or a sink, you had to install the necessary piping first, although you never had to do this in the kitchen for some reason. That requirement is now gone, and you can just install any of those items in a potential bathroom without having to mess with plumbing installation. A curious choice for sure, as it made sense to have to install pipes, but it is one that helps speed up the house flipping process. There could be a requirement to install some sort of plumbing in the house that I'm aware of, but none of the potential buyers said anything about it during the auction process, so who knows? While the story mode segment of the game allows you to accept jobs from clients to earn money and to purchase houses that are already constructed, completely renovate them, and flip them for a profit, the one feature that really makes House Flipper 2 a significant improvement over the original is the introduction of sandbox mode, where you build your own house from the ground up. The foundation, walls, roof, electrical wiring for light switches to the respective lights are all things you have to construct and put together, and you can even modify it with messes and other issues that have to be fixed or cleaned up, which is an interesting feature. Overall, House Flipper 2 is a very enjoyable experience and a vast improvement over the original. House Flipper 2 brings a lot to the table and feels like a meaningful evolution of the franchise in many ways. Right now, House Flipper 2 is available on Steam, PlayStation, and Xbox storefronts for $39.99. And I will provide links in the description below the video. Anyway, that's it for this review. Thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button, share it with someone else who might enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I upload new content. This is SSG, aka Sergeant Sentinel. Take it easy, gamers.